Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Peter here. I just got inspired, so instead of another stuff, I decided to shoot a video for you. This one will have a better sound quality. The previous one wasn't at the high sound quality. It's pretty uh, soft when it comes to voice, volume is low, so I'm sorry for that in advance. Nevertheless, let's continue with a very important video today. I don't know for how long I might go because there might be some things which I have to do. Suddenly somebody might come here, so I will have to end the video prematurely, but it shouldn't be in less than 30 minutes. And I thought to myself that I would love to do these recordings for 45 minutes to be giving you a real profound, I don't want to say lectures, because I don't want to be lecturing you here. You have your life, you have your mind, you watch multiple YouTubers, and you develop yourself in your way of life, in the way in which you suppose it to be best. I just want to polish this way and clear that way for you for it to be really kind of like better and much more smoother on your way of life because it definitely can be. It definitely can be. I verified that in my direct experience. I certainly hope that the audio is good today. Okay, so I will say one more thing to this channel. I also want my videos to be authentic. I will not be, I don't know, cutting the video or somehow, just simply, adjusting the video or improving the video or something like that. I think that authenticity is a key. Authenticity is big, in your speech, in everything you do. Of course, you can be the most authentic in the present moment awareness, in the now. Yeah. So let's get to, after 2 minutes of this recording, let's get to something very important in the manifestation world and something that important about which I haven't seen almost anybody to be speaking like in depth. That's why, I will start to be speaking about that. This can be also a multi-part series. So this is the part one of the lowering of the level of importance. So we have here lowering the level of importance part one, and uh, what even is that? Let's continue with that. You can be asking me, hey Peter, like, lowering the level of importance. What do you mean by that? Like, I have important things in my life, and you want me to be lowering the level of importance of that. Yeah, that's actually the first block, which you can be having, uh, like in on your journey in this area, like I have important things. I have my kids, how you can be telling to myself that my kids aren't important, that my job isn't important, that I don't know, my health isn't important, and so on and so forth. It's pretty counterintuitive, this stuff, you know. Yeah, but the truth to be told, ask yourself right now, why are these things really important to you? And there is an attachment to these things, which is natural. Like, don't misunderstand me. I am not telling that having attachments and even for me, some things are important. Yeah, but the of course, naturally, but I am just saying that we gotta be efficiently lowering this level of importance and we gotta alchemize this importance with the feeling of the present moment, with the feeling of now, yeah, with the thoughtless feeling. Uh, because the reality is that something is important for you just because uh, you come from the position of luck. If you would have perfect health right now, if you would have money on your account, if you would have, you know, the perfect girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriends, girlfriends, and so on and so forth. If you would have a perfect family and so on and so forth, if you would have the place where you would like to belong to. And this really doesn't have any limits. Do you want to belong to some Naruto world or some, I don't know, universe, with the Goku right now? For example, this is interesting. When I speak about Naruto world, I can see already myself being in the village hidden in leaves right now, and I can feel adjusted emotions to that. On oh man, yeah, right now it's almost startling, that I feel this feeling. Did you know the feeling that when you watch, for example, a movie like Lord of the Rings or some of your favorite anime, something like that, you simply feel the feeling as if you would be there, and that's actually what's happening, that's actually what's the case, because it is happening in the world of your imagination, in the most important world there is. Yeah, there isn't anything more important than the imagination, and the imagination itself, is a natural thing. So we can lower the level of importance of us being learning how to imagine properly. If you do that, if you release that importance, everything will go, man, girl, much smoother, much smoother. Even to unimaginable heights, it will go much smoother. And man, I'm increasing my level of vibration, with this recording today. Like it is skyrocketing, So, yeah. So, I don't have any notes. I didn't make any notes because I think that my intuition. I believe my intuition. I believe that the intuitive recordings are the best. I'm also a writer, so when I write something, then simply, I let my intuition to be working rather than thinking and logical mind. Yeah, that's nonsense to be using thinking at all. And logical mind, almost like for anything in my life at this point. Um, so, let's go on. I will speak here. Uh, Probably from my real life, when I exaggerated with importance. So yeah, let's have here, an examples, and you can sort of kind of like go back to your life and bring out some examples, which simply where you had a high level of importance, and you can immediately see that when you had the high level of importance at that area, that something went wrong. I guarantee you that something went wrong in that area. For the first time, I started experiencing this, of course, when I was very young, like 14 years old, and I started dating and this stuff. Oh man, I wasn't it early? At 14, yeah. But at least I'm honest, Yeah, and actually it was that girl who simply got me, and I kind of like even didn't want her, and that's why this example is so interesting, because when I didn't want her, she like wanted me very, very, very much so, And these were beginnings of actually my dating and, getting to know sort of what the intimacy even is, So, yeah, and that totally overwhelmed me. That totally overwhelmed me. So I increased my level of importance, and she was everything to me when I was 14 years old. At this age, I of course didn't know anything about manifestation. I didn't know anything about lucid dreaming, to which I am kind of like a lot into. I didn't know anything about meditation. I was kind of like this still blank slate, simply written to when you were 14 years old. Yeah, that's, you know, I don't count 400 IQ geniuses, They know how the stuff works, since they are 5. Yeah, but I didn't know that, those days. Yeah, so that's it. All right. So what happened? with the girl, like gradually she, after let's say 2 months, she sensed that level of importance out of me, and she started to be detached from me, like not detached, yeah, detached also, and I felt that something is wrong, you know. I felt that something is wrong. She started to be detached. Additionally, what I heard, and there was some reaction to the outer circumstance I heard from others, and be extra careful about this. Be extra careful, please. I heard from others that oh, this is the first love, and it is not sustainable, and you will never, you can never, have this sort of love, and you will never, be married to her and whatever. And that maybe on a subconscious level influenced me. And please, please, guys and ladies, if you are 14, if you are very young, don't let anybody else to be talking to your life, even at this age. I know that legally you are not an adult. I know that you gotta listen to authorities, adapt to authorities, adapt to them. Okay, listen to them, one ear there, other ear out. If you don't like me, don't even listen to me. Yeah. Like seriously, if you don't like my content, don't listen to me. Find your own journey. Find your own way. You will be happier, you will increase your vibration, and you will live much better life. Because if my recordings were about to piss you off, then what mission would I be doing here? Like what purpose would I be fulfilling in my life? If I would make to piss you off. Now I just want to increase your vibration, and here we go, and here we create a profound life. Yeah, a lot of people and a lot of teachers, not a lot of, but certain portion of the teachers, they tend to overcomplicate this stuff. But yeah, I want you to live your best life possible, and that simply comes from your ability to be present. So please, when you are young, this is my advice for very young people. Have your path and have your journey, and don't allow anybody else to be forming this journey for you. And my blueprint for this and my manual for this is that when you are really in the present moment awareness, really in the now, you will always have your own journey, even if you have to slightly adapt. Just slightly adapt sometimes, and simply to be telling yourself, oh, I'm still the most powerful, I don't have to be listening to, I deny this circumstance and that circumstance, and I put my attention on something. Let's see. This is from my Xbox. My Xbox controller is red as my sunglasses. So I am putting this into your subconscious mind. This controller right now. And you will see the guy with the controller like this, maybe playing on Xbox somewhere. You know, And according to this, that you would be probably able to simply measure your manifestation skill, but your manifestation skill is already infinite. It's just to what you put your attention. That's why I put this here, controller playing, I don't know, some video game. You will see it either in some advertisement, you will see it on TV, you will see it anywhere. But yeah, we are at the attention right now, and I should be speaking about level of importance, So I sidetracked myself a bit. That's why I like to keep my videos intuitive, because yeah, I can sidetrack myself, but still I am giving you here the really important stuff. While I am giving you the important stuff, me myself, I gotta lower the level of importance to be giving you that important stuff. That's what's this video is about. So see, I have some important stuff because yeah, frankly, it's important for me to have a positive impact on others. Yeah, because I know that if I have a positive impact of others, that other human being goes and it has positive impact on other human beings, and that's how we change this reality. That's how we change this reality collectively with the present moment, being in the presence right here, right now, and bringing this presence onto the other human beings. That's, you know, what I sort of recently understood. Maybe on a subconscious level, I always knew that. Okay, so yeah, that was my example. So what happened with that girl? I didn't finish. What happened with her was that eventually she cheated on me, and she had her first sex with somebody else. While I wanted to have a first sex with her, frankly. Yeah. So I was totally out of my mind those days when I was 14. I was totally like out of my mind. I like to be out of my mind with a different perspective. Like I am out of my mind, like no ego, present moment. But you know what I mean. Yeah, at the 14, I was really like uh, that level of pain which I felt at the 40 when I was 14. That was incredible. Yeah, because and a lot of people they probably experienced this during their first lifetimes because we are really inexperienced during these days. And no, I'm taking this back. It's not because of our inexperience. It's because of our lack of knowledge of manifestation and of that. Simply nobody told us how reality really works. And ladies and gentlemen, nobody told us this. I am telling you right now how the reality works. I am telling you that, and that's not, like something that um, I came here and now I'm explaining to you some ideology. I verified this in my direct experience, and I know 100% that we have been lied to in this society, and that we have been led astray, and that this society, in some occasions, tries to lead us astray. But let's lower the level of importance of that. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what brings us joy, what brings us happiness, and that's definitely the present moment awareness, from which we can see everything above, and we can manifest the different society, we can manifest the different lives, we can manifest different everything, because we are the operant power of our realities, and nothing is better and nothing is higher than us. No social system, no matrix, no machinations, no politics. And these guys at these positions, at the, I don't know, CIA, FBI. I am not in the U.S., so some facilities in the Czech Republic. These guys, they know that. They know that we are powerful. That's why that these are simply the thrashings of the dying consciousness. This system before the rise of the great consciousness. But this is really, I am not some messiah. I went on a rant. I would rather continue. I'm going away from the topic intuitively, yeah, but take it whatever you would like from that. I just hope that I am not triggering your ego, that you are in the present moment, and that we can communicate in a higher way in between each other. And if we are in the present moment, we are able to do that. Nevertheless, let's go on. So, how to lower the level of importance. And definitely, and we are circling back, and this is what all of my videos are about: present moment awareness. If your importance is too high on something, that's a natural thing. Especially, I would see parents and children, parents and children, that's such a high level of importance there. When parents want their children to be healthy, when their parents want their children to be, yeah, and they are afraid about their children. My parents, I will be turning 34 in 2 days, actually. Wait a moment, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, in 3 days. In 3 days, I will be turning 34. And my parents are afraid about me, until these days. So I gotta be in the present moment, and me, myself, I gotta put them into the present moment with my pure awareness. That's the best thing I can do about that. Kind of telekinetically, so I can do that. Yeah, so if the level of importance is too high, you will always alchemize it in the present moment awareness. Sit with it. Sit for the uh, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes into meditation, and pick just that one thought. Yeah, which creates the level of importance. And uh, Simply close that thought and be in the present moment, and you will be able to alchemize that importance in the present moment. And you will actually do better. You will do better when you are in the present moment awareness than if for the situation which is important for you. Then if you would then instead if you would be in your ego and you wouldn't do that much anything, for that situation. You could make the situation worse when you are in your ego simply. And now I don't want to be overly perfectionistic also here. If you are here in your ego, that's cool. Just observe your ego. You are not your mind, you are the consciousness, purity, pure consciousness. You are nothing. I don't want to go into some deep philosophy. We can do deep philosophical videos, of course. That's not a problem for me because I'm limitless, so why not to do philosophical videos? I like philosophy too, not just this academic one because I was studying that on the university and yeah, and some of these philosophers were so wrong. Not all of them, but some of them really. Yeah. So yeah, so I highlighted here problems when you simply have a high level of importance. And I gave you, not just an idea, but the way how to really alchemize it through the present moment awareness. And you will feel great. And that's the thing. That's the thing. We suffer completely pointlessly in our lives. And yeah, we suffer because of the high level of importance too. That's a component to it. Yeah. Our job is important to us, our spouse is important to us, but release that importance. And you will see how you will sort of serve to your spouse for the relationship itself, which you created, and your relationship will be much better than ever before. If you release unnecessary importance, because this unnecessary importance, it simply triggers, how is it called? The balancing forces, and they will strike you down because you come from the position of luck. To be fair, this is not actually my idea. It's from the Transurfing book wrote by Vadim Zealand. I am just, highlighting these ideas here for you, so making that easily accessible to you instead of, reading the 8 hours long book. So that's it. Another areas from my life where simply I exaggerated with the level of importance is of course Thai boxing, Muay Thai. And suddenly when I exaggerated with the level of importance, I went to the operation of my right toe, so I had a fucked up balance still. And then when I again exaggerated with the level of importance, I was banned from a gym by somebody. I didn't do any wrong stuff, but simply I was banned from a gym, so I stopped to be going to the gym. And then when I exaggerated with the level of importance once again, I kicked in my left toe and I broke my left toe also. So I fucked up my balance too. Again. Nevertheless, I can still manifest a great balance for me, and I am working on that. But that's how it works. Don't ever come from the position of luck. Be light for everybody else also, with the lowering the level of importance. Yeah. So, let's come here to you right now. Let's not be speaking about me. The areas of application of lowering the level of importance. And with this, we would, I think that I would go with this for the next 20 minutes. Let's see where my intuition will guide me. I'm also not sure if I'm able to finish the recording, because if somebody will come here, I will have to wrap up this recording. But let's get to areas of application of lowering the level of importance. What everybody loves. So first area, and I will start. I don't have notes, but I will start writing it somewhere. For us to have a better overview about that. First area could be money, of course. Everybody loves money. So I was listening to the Timothy Schultz podcast, and a lot of people dreamt about their wins. Take it or leave it. Take it from that what you want. I'm a lucid dreamer myself, so uh, that is incredible. And if you never experience lucid dreaming, unimaginable power in the lucid dreams. So, and that you also have the precognitive abilities. I believe that every single human being has them. I kind of like. Don't understand why spiritual teachers simply claim for themselves that they have some sort of extraordinary, extrasensory ability if it has every single human being. Honestly, and I don't like that idea because it's purely egoic, and I don't care about, what spiritual teacher teaches what, but they are actually creating their own ideology and putting themselves on the pedestal somewhere, you know, instead of simply giving themselves to other people. Like yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off naturally when I simply recall some of the spiritual teachers, honestly, that they actually are not serving the cause, with their work. But doesn't matter, I gotta do when this comes, I gotta do inner work on myself. Yeah, and on my manifestations and on being in the present moment actually, because everything emanates from me. Okay, so money. Yeah. The more important money is for you, the less money you will have. Once more, the more important money is for you, the less money you will have. I'm not saying this as some sort of, the total rule of everything, because you have your own individuality and so on and so forth. But uh, it happens, and even if we have the billionaires out there, and if these billionaires are in their egos, they can cause harm to the society. They can even if they have a lot of money, there are other areas of their life struggling, because they are in their ego and they are unable to find presence. So again, even when it comes to money, it's important to find the present moment awareness, your presence, and thoughtless state of mind. That's about it. And then you will manifest the tons of money for yourself. Like I know that for me that I simply doubled my income. Like nothing, simple circumstances aligned themselves that I doubled my income right now. And I'm extremely grateful for that because yeah, I don't know what to say, I don't honestly know what to say because I don't want to be complaining. I don't want to be speaking about my situation in my life. Not yet, at least. Maybe I said a thing or two somewhere, but this is not the place to be speaking about that right now. So, try to lower the level of importance and try to tell you to yourself how much money you would like to have and release yourself to the abundance of your higher self, of your reality. You are the reality making machine. Yeah. That's why, I'm a little bit pissed off again, because I see all around myself these reality making machines playing, pretending that they are not that, pretending that they believe in some sort of objective reality out there. But when you simply change your mind, for example, about money, then it is what will be manifested into your reality, and you will be creating different reality, and you will get yourself into different circumstances because based on your mental state, you act, you speak, you create a reality, you encounter different encounters, you do different things. If I would wake up, I don't know if I would have, let's say, 6 beers yesterday. If I would drink 6 beers yesterday, do you think that I would be making this recording right now? No, I would be lying in bed with a hangover right now. Yeah. Why would I drink 6 beers? Because I would be feeling sad, negative because of my specific person, for example. Because I would be in my ego, so I will drink 6 beers, yeah, and it would be so fucking pleasurable to have these beers, and then I would wake up with a hangover and I wouldn't be sitting here. That means that I would be creating a different reality. But no, I have here, I will show you. Yeah. Instead of the beers, I have here, I will not, definitely not because I don't want to be making advertisements. But let's see, this will be fun. I have here this water, and this water is one of the cleanest, purest waters, so I drink it for me to be in a high state of consciousness, also to be simply, purified, it's my manifestation, so I don't need alcohol, and any toxins for to be getting into me with my manifestation powers. I stopped smoking, taking tobacco products, drinking, this stuff. I meditate a lot. Does ego arise sometimes? Yeah, it does, and what? It's not me. I'm not focused on that. So let's simply chill. Yeah. Uh, yeah, guys. So simply, please wake up. Wake up to your power. Like because you are powerful, you are immensely powerful, and you deserve, and you can have any life which you would like to have. And I see some manifestation teachers on YouTube to be like really pissed off or sad from that you sometimes honestly complain about that your manifestations didn't come true or what, like you have everything right now, yeah. So with the complaints and with the ego, you actually delay the manifestation. Simply shine, be happy, please, right now, and create a good reality for others, for yourself and for others. I'm as I said in my previous recording where I am hurt very badly. I am not here to be, singing Kumbaya with it. Maybe I will do that. Maybe yeah, I would love to meet with some hippies, actually. Yeah, I would love to meet. I will manifest that encounter. Maybe I will go to the Burning Man to the US. Oh man, I can see myself there. I am actually getting good ideas, going to the Burning Man, Oh, that would be. Yeah, I'm seeing myself there in my imagination right now on a Burning Man, and I feel amazing. Yeah, and that's exactly it. I feel amazing as it would be happening right now. Yeah, and that's what I'm downloading into this reality in one way or another, yeah. But still, I guess that Burning Man either it was or tickets are sold or whatever, yeah, but maybe the next year, Yeah, so that's it. So this is money, and just observe in the upcoming week that if you lower the importance of money, I am not saying please, your ego can be tricky, and your ego can tell you, oh, Peter here, he tells me that I should be lowering the importance of money, so right now I will go and I will spend everything I have, yeah, and yeah, and therefore, yeah, I will go into the casino and I will spend all the money I have. If you go to casino with the egoic mind, with right now that Peter told you something, and you will bet some money there, then I don't want to be mean, but then simply you are doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong if you do this. And the reason why you are doing it wrong is that you are in your egoic mind when you should be pure like a Jedi, like a crystal clear water, and you should be in your higher intelligence, higher consciousness, and you should tell to yourself that you can have all the money of the world, right now. That's why you don't have to be going to the casino anywhere right now. Of course, if you go to the casino, with a pure mind, and you will go to the roulette, and you will take it as a fun. This is foundational, and you will take it as a fun. Then maybe you will leave with a million outside of the casino. Yeah, with the million crowns, dollars, euros, whatever your currency is. Yeah, but you have to be pure about that. For example, from the Timothy Schultz channel, I don't want to name characters, but I did right now. From it, you can check out the Timothy Schultz, whatever. I kind of misstepped here. Uh, as I was already speaking about him probably, and he had a dream about that he won the lottery, and he won the lottery. Yeah, so it's this precognitive dream, and he had a lady there who was playing a slot machine somewhere, and she simply did a quick imaginary act, before playing a slot machine, and then she won some what $2,150, something like that. Yeah. So that's definitely simply test it out. Combine present moment awareness, where you will lower the level of importance, your imagination, imaginary acts that will lead you to action, inspired action, where you have simply everything right now at this moment. Everything is accessible to you. You are choosing everything like shows on Netflix, money, specific person, whatever. Do you feel it important when you simply turn on Netflix and you will turn on some movie? Maybe you're excited about that and that's it. Yeah, but you don't feel, oh my God, I have to, turn on the movie. Right now it's so fucking important, for me that I have to turn on this movie now. I simply tell to myself, I want to watch right now Siren. I love the Siren show and I want to manifest the next season. I definitely must manifest the next season of Siren. Man, definitely loving that. So I am grateful that I simply I'm able to go here with you guys, and I will go for some time. So we are all millionaires right now. Let's simply be manifesting that together. Uh, don't go crazy. What I mean by don't go crazy. Don't go crazy with your ego. Your ego can be going crazy. Like I have a friend, and this friend, what what it does, I'm saying it because I don't wanna reveal the sex of this friend, but what it does is um my friend is not really into it, I would say my friend cannot really power into manifestations, and my friend does it's difficult for me to explain because it, my friend is still complaining. I will have to use Ho'oponopono. You'll speak about Ho'oponopono sometimes, maybe in the next recording. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian method, for actual manifestation and reality alteration. I would say, but uh, not right now. And she's still like, oh, imagination, so you imagine this and you kind of like have it, and she is okay, I revealed the sex of my friend, and that doesn't matter. And she is skeptical and so on and so forth about everything and about this stuff, so yeah. And on the other hand, okay, we are like manifestation buddies and so, but I don't know if she is making fun of manifestation or if she means it seriously, because she still writes me about her problems and something, yeah, and this is problematic and this is bad, and yeah, if you focus yourself on these things here, I mean, I understand to her. I get her. Yeah, okay, she had a difficult past, very difficult past, more difficult than me, honestly, you know. But you can recontextualize your past and you can tell to yourself, oh, okay, I will lower the importance of my past right now, and that will release you from the prison of your mind. Yeah. I understand you all, guys, that everybody have something, probably to which we can return, on which we can focus from our past, but realize that this past is making, a turtle from you when it comes to the manifestation. And turtle moves slowly. That's why your manifestations are slow. Yeah. Wait a moment, I will drink a bit. So am I making an advertisement? Maybe I made right now. Yeah. Okay, we have a money here, and in the next the next video will be about Ho'oponopono too, or maybe about lowering the level of importance because this is the best recording so far. Health, health. Yeah. So, manifestation of health. As I said in my previous recordings, I manifested having no problems with Pyrosa right now when I had serious problems with Pyrosa. Uh, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to explain this. Joshua Tongol is good with this, with the manifestation good health, because Joshua Tongol, he had real health difficulties, but I can understand when you have some grave problems, like for example cancer or something like that, and it's difficult to really manifest for yourself a better health, but give it a shot. Give it a shot. Be in the present moment, even if you feel sick, gravely sick. Yeah, almost, I would say. And imagine yourself as being healthy right now. And it's almost like you would separate this unhealthy version from your healthy version, and you would imagine yourself as a healthy person. I also heard that you will imagine your healthy self as on a beach, and your unhealthy self will hug your healthy self, and then it simply um, takes the healthy energy out of this counterpart. You will do that in your imagination. I did majestic stuff with the manifesting, my greatest health. Yeah, yeah. So that's that's definitely it. Wait a moment. Okay. So yeah. So perfect. Lowering the level of importance of your health condition. Definitely do that. You have two ways to go about it. You can tell to yourself, "Well, it sucks, and so on. I'm so sick," and that will contribute to the sickness. Or you will tell to yourself, "Oh, you know, I'm so healthy right now," and you will deny the circumstance, and you will. Yeah, like in my opinion, true manifestation mastery is when you are able to lower the level of importance when you are gravely sick. I believe that you are 1000% healthy right now. Like really, that you are kind of 10 times more healthy than it's a basic of the healthy person. I don't mean anything wrong here. I am here to support you. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, but that's a real test. If you get really sick and you are able to manifest the health to you, and the health in this sense is more important than money, but everything holistically works together. Health, money, relationships, everything is uh, substantiated. How should I say this? Substantiated with the present moment awareness, which subsets your talents and abilities. That's not from my mouth. That's my favorite teacher, R.J. Spinner. I would love to have a podcast with R.J. Spinner sometimes. And I named here, so many people right now, and I told myself that I will not be naming them. So, ladies and gentlemen, that would be it for today's recording. Uh, what I would like to say as a goodbye for the right now until the next video. Uh, you're all amazing. Everybody who is watching the stuff, there is this amazing inner side of you. You have the ability to change your reality, and you have the ability to change the reality of other human beings. I'm getting a little bit emotional right now, honestly, because I know what suffering and ego can do to people, so I am in this moment just observing this actually strong emotion which I feel right now. I am saying this honestly. A lot of people they will not say that they feel the emotions, and that's it. I have to go right now.